is one of the top-selling jazz artists in the world, won many awards, sold millions of CDs. That's Boney James. Did a great show there at the San Jose Jazz Festival. And Boney, how you doing today?
I'm feeling great. Just got off stage, had a blast, fresh out of the shower, It was a really great time.
Good show. And I want to ask you, what about your background? Where were you born? Some education?
Well, I was born in Lowell, Massachusetts. Grew up mainly in New Rochelle, New York, which is a suburb of Manhattan. And, started playing clarinet in school, switched to saxophone when I was 10 years old. And right away I loved it, and I never studied formally, but I really just started playing in garage bands and writing my own music. And that was pretty much the path that I was on.
Here you are, one of the top jazz artists in the world. And tell me, which musicians do you admire and look up to or heard a lot about? Do you want to play like?
Well, when I was a kid, I was really into like R&B music, Marvin Gaye, Aretha Franklin, Stevie Wonder, and I heard Earth, Wind & Fire in about 1975, and really that turned me on because they were combining the R&B and the jazz. And then right around the same time, I heard Grover Washington Jr., sax player, also combining the R&B and the jazz. So that was a really influential period for me. I was really getting into music then, and I think that's pretty much the tradition I'm trying to carry on. And now I listen to a lot of contemporary R&B. I'm always looking for people to collaborate with, and I don't really try and listen to too much music these days because I'm trying to be original.
A creator, right?
Yeah.
Any upcoming concerts or TV shows will be up in the future we might see you at?
Well, I'm actually, we're on the road promoting the Contact CD still, which is what we were doing today. I mean, the record's still on the jazz chart after over a year, which is awesome. So we've got about another 15 or 20 shows this year promoting Contact, and then I'm back in the studio working on the next record, which will hopefully be out in March of next year.
Thank you. What advice would you give beginning musicians?
Well, I mean, I just tell people to practice, I mean, a lot of people always try and network and schmooze, and I'm like, what worked for me was to just practice as hard as I could and try and be the best musician I could, and then you can go out there and try and meet some people. But the main thing is just to persevere. Everyone has their own path into success or not success, but if you're following your dream and doing something you love, you can't really lose.
All right, then now, what about your new CD? I read about it. You have quite a few guest musicians that are top in their area.
Yeah, well, I've got a great vocal guest already hooked up. His name is Raheem Devon, a great neo-soul singer. I'm really excited about that. And working with Rick Braun again. A lot of people really love the record we made together, so it's great to be doing another collaboration with him. And, the rest is kind of a secret.
All right. Thank you very much. Boney James, one of the stars of the San Jose Jazz Festival. We'll be back with more. Don't go away.